Welcome everybody. What is up? We've got 25 players Simul. Thank you, Mr. Slow, for the resub. Alright. Ready to go here. Weekly Classical Simul with International Master me. Please donate, support the stream. Links in the description. Classical versus 25 opponents. Simul rules for this long Simul. No Hans. No motorcycles. No London. No bullet. Please only play if you'd stay 3 hours. Anonymous player, welcome. Little concerned that Acerbate's not here. The links to donate, Twitch, link, and Streamlabs and PayPal all in there. Again, guys, remember, no cheating, no London system, no playing bullet in the Simul. It's a long Simul, so I want you to take your time. And please do not join the Simul unless you have time to play for 3 hours. Alright, we're going to host the Simul. Again, I believe most definitely that one must not only grapple with the problems on the board, one must also make every effort to combat the thoughts and will of the opponent. Play against the opponent, according to, one time, world champion Mikhail Tal. Sandrina. 500 bits, thank you. From the cult. Or, yeah, the cult. Alright. The master has landed. The master had a nap. Okay. I gotta put my socks on. Putting my socks on. Negative infinity, Nefidov. I don't like to play without socks on. Socks are important to Simul. Ouch. Socks are important for a Simul. Naj Papa with the team. Ruslan. Well, I mean, a lot of people play that aren't necessarily subscribers to the Simul. I would prefer if everyone would please subscribe. Percy Hepworth, welcome back. Always makes me think of Yasser Serwan. 2022. Alright. We've got Shocky in the house. Table is kind of unstable. Desk is slightly unstable. Huh. Odd socks. Future Master. We have an earthquake. My desk is actually not level. I have to adjust it at some point. Yeah. Coffee is like shaking. The desk isn't level. Alright. Stop arguing. Hello. It's hard to snowball against King's Indian. 150 attack and Versal are good openings against King's Indian and also against D6. 150 attack, you know, it's not really a thing. That's a thing against the Pirates. So, aka the Versov is okay. Alright. Guys, check out our Discord and also the learn command. Learn command. Corporalite is an annoying opponent, very hard to beat. Anonymous player, welcome. The team. Ruslan Bear, Sandrina, thanks for subscribing. I took on by accident. Alright, thirsty, where's my water? Hold on. I spilled my water on the floor. Alright, earlier. The back of the desk. We've got the best chess player. Yes, thank you. Sybil Dorset. And Sandrina. Future Master KO. All right. I want you to subscribe, or someone subscribe to you. I'm really worried. Acerbate's not here. He was having a problem with his roommate now, and saying he was going to get evicted. And he's not online, and he's always online for the Simul. So this is a very, very bad sign for our biggest supporter. Where is Acerbate? Can't have a stream without Acerbate. Alright. We've got Nefidov in the house. Chess and wine can't mix. Really? My experience with alcohol is they can mix, but not optimally. And yeah, I try to convince myself otherwise, but probably best. Probably best not too much. Man, it's hot in here. Hello. Yeah, gaming and alcohol may be fun, but it's probably not good for optimal results. It's definitely not good for optimal results, although my personal, you subscribe, Minus Infinity. Yes, you can join. What's your name on the... Mr. Slohan just tipped $20. Taking us up to $194.32. Mr. Sohand. Guys, I'm raising money to go to Sicily in October, November for the World Senior. And Mr. So just donated $20 toward the fund. Thank you. Mr. Snowhand just gifted tier 1 sub to Notch Papa. Thank you guys. I'm just kind of waking up. I had a nap this afternoon, and I'm going to take a little while to get fully mobile. Alright, we've got Stop Bargaining in the list. Any other subscribers? So, what minus infinity is negative infinity? That makes sense. It does. And I got the air conditioner and it's still hot in here. Wow. Is that thing on? Is it doing anything? Maybe the mode is not great. Yeah, I need a stronger mode. Alright. So, Mr. Sohan in the Simul. Man, I can't believe Acerbate's not here. This is weird. I hope it's something not so serious, but he sent the last time weird comments about getting evicted. Water. Water. The human body is made primarily of water. Alright. Made up. Hard to believe. Basically all globs of water. Knowledge Papa, thank you for the gift sub. Percy Upworth, I have a regular opponent who fills in my grade as minus affinity on the score sheet when we play. That's pretty funny. What a coincidence. Okay, I'm not really a math person. Imre is not a subscriber. We'll let him play. He's been here for all the Simuls lately. We have now a total of 14 players. We need 11 more. Where is everybody? The annoying thing is that there's these title players who hold like stupid Simuls where it's like 5+5 or it's absurd. Sparkle Horse, can you DM me? What? No. What are you talking about? Alright, needs Chisap. You can play. You can play. Dude, this guy's gonna get banned. DM you? Why would I do that? About what? Talking about? Needs Chisap. He's gone. Dude, you're gone. You're gone already. We didn't even start and you're gone. It's your go-go. Alright, I'm just gonna take some players who have enough games. I'm just playing I'm just playing another player. This guy only plays bullet, but DMK looks good. He has just enough games. Alright, I don't know where everyone is. We don't have enough players. This is really weird. Anyone else in the chat want to play? I've never had like such a problem getting so many players. Paste. Masturbate not being here automatically like reduces the number of players by 1. Almost negative infinity. What about like, you know, what if negative infinity is really positive infinity? It just depends on which way it's going. It's all relative. It's how you look at it. Defender of the World has 4 games. It's a lot. Wow. Where is everybody? Happy to be here. We might have to start with like a small simul. Dude, should I email you my social security number? Or something like that? Are you freaking kidding me? Laos, too strong. Jan Hursky, you can't leave the simul. You play, you stay, but we can't trust you. Where is everybody? Man, we're ready to start, guys. We don't have enough players. This is really weird. Am I in the simul list? I have to be, right? Too many noobs doing stupid simuls, or people are just not. Maybe that's what it is. You know, simuls are more hidden now. Okay, you're defender. Alright, I'll try. I know I shouldn't because you only have 4 games and I can't trust people with 4 games, but I think the problem is that the simuls, maybe they're not that visible on the front page or something. There are way too many 5-5 yeah, I agree. Like, the people just jump in these like silly simuls and then I have no players. Gonna need. Oh no. You have 2567 in rapid. Whatever. Whatever. Yeah, this guy's playing a simul. Yeah, that's not good. Alright, 2567, you're too high. Alright guys, I'm gonna just start a smaller simul then. This has never happened before that we didn't have enough players. You know, maybe 23, 22, 21, but not 15 players. Something going on here. Why do I not have enough players? 17 we're up to. After begging. Please play. Yeah, where is that guy? He's alright, that's it. He's gone. Who's that annoying guy? NM Alpatil. He's playing everyone in my simuls. The problem is Richie's still banned. Well, he's not banned for playing, dude. He's banned from the chat, that's all. He can still play. Shaki. The problem is these guys start making 5+5 simuls one after another, and then all the players in the pool, like the player pool, just jump in those, not knowing the difference. But I don't care, it's fine. I don't want players like that anyway. I want serious players. Queen Sacrificey. You're in. This guy, he jumped out. And that player doesn't have games. We're up to 18, wow. And then I'm getting challenged by this guy. Right now you're definitely getting banned. Oh my god. I'm gonna play on your e-board. That's cool. Damn, he's killing me, dude, with the chat. He's dominating our chat down there. We're gonna start very soon. Who is that? I just want to see who this guy is. What is this guy? Ali Polatel. Oof. Well, he's been a member since 2017. Chess for Freedom and Pride Simul. He constantly does simuls. Alright. Whatever. Okay, we need a couple more players. Oh man, alright. Where's Mr. Coffee in the tournament? That's another reason we're missing a player. Usually Mr. Coffee and Asterbait are here. Mr. Coffee's playing over the board. Move 11's playing over the board. We need to find some new players. This guy, he dropped out twice now. Stop dropping out. Stop closing the... Stop, drop, and roll. What do we got? 20 players. I'll take 20 players. Come on, we need 3 more. Dude, every time you don't accept me, every time you close the window. Alright, whatever. I'm gonna start in a minute. We're starting late. These 5-5 Simul guys are killing Simuls. What about our Discord channel? Need to start using Discord more. Sorry. Begging and complaining about stuff is getting banned in the chat immediately. Wow, this is really disappointing. Where is everybody? Alright, I can't wait any longer. Simuls is broken. Oh man, you gotta be kidding me. It not fair. I'm Twitch. Dude, you gotta be kidding me. What does no Hans mean? No cheating. It's street slang for no cheaters. It's kind of like look ma, no hands. Get it? It's like that. It's a joke. I mean, it's a play on words. I'm doing a play on words there. Boy, Gino Il Gamer didn't last long in the list there. He just disappeared immediately. Can't wait to see. We're gonna do the Simul in Zen mode, so please stay tuned. Please accept me in a Simul. Oh no. Damn. No, no, no. This guy has no games. He's done. He's done. I like that you used to be able to like cancel people out. Now it's like cancel culture. You're not allowed to like X people out. You have to leave them there forever. It would be bad. You know, it's bad. Bad advertising. All right, Gino Gamer. We got 18 players. This is pathetic. Pathetic. I'm starting. I can't wait any longer. All right. Zen mode. Only 18 players. It looks like Asterbait has been evicted. Mr. Coffee is away. Jeroen's not here. He should be unbanned. It would be interesting to see what narrative he tries to push after yesterday. Yeah, dude. I'm just not in the mood for that. Maybe in a different day. It would be interesting. I agree. Yeah, yesterday kind of fizzled out, though. That was disappointing. Yeah, I'm sorry. There wasn't like a Russian Revolution. Well, you can always hope. Alright. There's always hope. It does look shaky though. In the Orc Kingdom. Things are looking a little shaky, dude. But I guess it's not surprising, really. Okay, but anyway, back to chess. On the chess front, yeah, conspiracy theories will be rife. It was all set up by Joe and Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden is bankrolling Prigozhin, or I don't know, man. I'm not going to get seriously into politics today, but basically you can create conspiracy theories for everything, you know? It's like... But yeah, it was an interesting occurrence. So I was talking about the closed Sicilian. You know, there's two ways to approach the closed Sicilian. One is like you like just set out your territory, like this control. And then the other way to approach closed Sicilian is like challenging it and directly attacking it head on with like e6. Actually, there's a lot of people who aren't here today for some reason who normally play in my simuls. Maybe it's just the summer, you know. But thank you guys, especially to Mr. Slow, of course, for donating $20 to the World Senior Fund. We're almost to 200. We're almost 200. Oh, car alarm. That's a new one. That's kind of a good sound to it. Yeah, we got it isn't as much fun without arguing with our Arsenal fan about conspiracy theories. I admit, Shocky, the chat just isn't as lively as it once was since I banned everyone. No, I'm just kidding. I don't ban everyone. Just the really annoying people. That better stop, like, very soon. You guys hear that, right? I have my window blinds down and it still goes right through it. Damn. It's a weird car alarm. I've never heard anything exactly like that. I don't know, I need new defenses to d4. Yeah, that's cool. Let's try something different. Slav. I never play Slav. Wow, cool. Someone played the Dutch against knight f3. Yeah, this is a good narrative. I am seriously worried about Asterbate. I mean, I'm streaming on the front page, but Asterbate joined Sparkle Horse Twitch channel 1 week ago. He was active 3 hours ago. So maybe he just overslept. Man, the freaking alarm, dude. Normally those car alarms will stop after like a couple minutes, right? I mean, this is a long... Is the blue thing? Blue thing? Where is there a blue thing? No, that's my coffee cup, bro. Or water. Sorry. You know what I like about you, Repunge? You always focus on the important things. But it's great to have you in the chat. Things have been a little dull here today. You have very good color. You know, you don't have like color blindness. It's really blue. It's very dark blue. Another D4 C4 game. Ugh. Dude, seriously, that kind of car alarm is normally stopped by now. Oh, it stopped. That was, it sounded cheesy too. It doesn't have a good sound. Wait, is this my third or second D4 C4 in a row? All right. Yeah, good to see Repunch. I'm sorry you missed the Simul. I know it's late there. Carjackers aren't what they used to be. Yeah, unfortunately my apartment has two sides. One side is like a park, a refuge. It's the other side of my apartment is basically in the courtyard, and it's really nice. And this side is on the street side, and it's like a parking lot almost. There's so many cars coming and going and parking and leaving and parking and leaving. You'd think it was like free parking. I mean, it's unbelievable. But you have to pay to park. All right. Wow. Down to 8 minutes, 48 seconds, and it's not acerbate. That's weird. I'm not sure I even understand how that's possible to be down to 8 minutes already. That's even possible. They just made their move. I'm a little slow today. We're gonna have to pick up the pace. Coffee should help. Mr. Coffee playing over the board tournament. Check this out. Our moderator. He's playing the under 1500 section of a tournament, a 5-round tournament. He had a winning position in all 3 games at some point. He crushed his first opponent, and then the second one he like had a winning king and pawn game with a protected passed pawn, and he just pushed the protected passed pawn and drew. And then in the other king and pawn game he was winning as well, but that one was like kind of complicated, to be fair. He should have 3 out of 3, but he has 2 out of 3. Our other regular supporter and subscriber, Move 11, hasn't really updated me on his status. The martial defense d4, d5, c4, knight f6 is inferior. You do not support your center. And the Slav makes me want to cry. Exclam coaching. No, that's not a command. You must be thinking of a different stream. Thanks. Sorry, man, you have to go. Oof. Yep, that's why I ask people not to play unless they can stay. But emergencies happen. We'll forgive you only if it's an emergency. Like you have to take your dog to the hospital or something. If your girlfriend is on the phone, that's not a good excuse. Yes, I thought I was on the stream on Andrew Tang. Why does Andrew Tang do coaching? He doesn't have his like mom and dad to support him, or what? I'm going to become a grandmaster. Go to Princeton and then do chess coaching. Okay. You're such a noob. Scotch is good. Scotch is good. Let's play the King's Indian. I love the King's Indian. I was thinking of playing the Vulture just for fun. See, I've got 2 of these that are exact same. I thought I was hallucinating. Wow. No, I really thought I was hallucinating. I wonder whatever happened to Yevgeny. I wonder if he like went to the war and died. Yevgeny Viktorovich was a player who played in all of our tournaments and stuff. He was in Canada and he like went back to Ukraine, and then he hasn't been on, although I should check his account. We should definitely check his account. Maybe he didn't hopefully die. Are you following the Global Chess League? You see that wall right next to me? No, you can't see it. It's over here. This side. On this side. I can bang my head on it if you like. I don't know, it sounds like a scam to me, honestly. That's why I hate this global sort of fast chess promotion, because it just cheapens the game. Like, all right, okay, Mr. E3 Stat Bargain. Oh God. You know what, dude? I'm gonna ask the stupid question again. What if you're interested in big money? Why are you playing chess? You know, this is the thing I just don't understand. Talk about like doing things the hard way. I mean, why don't you like become a trash man to try to get rich? You know. It's just like totally backward. All right, Bishop C4. For the love of money, I think you should go into like the financial industry or something. Chess players. Okay, we have to make some. You know, make some money, I guess. Dude, Anand, like all he does is try to. Anand is already rich, you know. He showed up for 2 matches with Magnus Carlsen without even like really trying, you know. Then he's set for life. We've already been through that. Anand definitely plays chess for money. Most people have retired by his age, so I don't know, man. It's pretty weird. Man, it's really hot here still. Why is my air conditioner not working? Hello? I guess I need to make it cooler. All right. I mean, I welcomed you, Repunj, but don't go too far with the silly comments. We might have to time you out to have total silence in the chat. That's interesting. Bishop e5 check right away. I was looking at this the other day. It's so weird with that aspirate here. Can't get over it. The Budapest Gambit. Sorry, wow, there's someone on sound defense. Fajarowitz. Oh my God, Mr. Coffee's here. Yes. The master of king and pawn in games. Bruh, what time is it? Did you play your game today? Did you win already? King and pawn in game takes a while, huh? Mr. Coffee, couple things. Obviously, you know, you're probably busy, but it's weird. Acerbate's not here. And he was talking about getting evicted by his roommate. Nice, you won your last game. Good job. Must win. And but there's one more round, right? The last round. Must win. We said this, bro. 2 draws and 3 wins is okay. You gotta win. What do you think about Sicilian Alpin? Personally, not a fan of it, but it's a good opening. Alright, that's it. Repunch just says weird stuff. He has 40 timeouts. Do you want 41? Misleading the chat. 41. He's been talking too much and he's not saying anything. It's boring, but it's not for noobs. It can be boring. I mean, you can play it most people play it in a very boring way. Does Rookie 1 really... The Bodler can be boring too, but I'm trying to force myself to approach embrace like the unconventional a little bit here. We heard of it. Mr. Coffee, good luck, man. Just do what I said. Under 1500 section. I didn't add the just wait for your opponents to make mistakes and win the winning king and pawn game. Second king and pawn game was a little tricky, Mr. Coffee. I need to review that game again. I just played through it quickly. It looked like it wasn't that simple. But obviously the second game was like, oh my god. Yeah, we need to review some endgame stuff. So the vulture... I'm not here to play the vulture with knight takes d2. Yeah, man, I'm just worried about Astrobate. Damn, what's he gonna do? If he lives under a bridge, it's not okay. I hope he's not seriously getting evicted. He's been like the most unconditional supporter of my stream. So faithful. And he's such a good person. But he's problematic. I imagine he's problematic as a roommate. He was online this morning, but he never misses my Simul stream. I know. I imagine it's problematic. Now this is a position where, okay, I have knight takes or pawn takes. I'm gonna play pawn takes. This line for black was recommended in Pallister's book. I have it on the shelf actually. It's a good book. It's old, like me. Alright, now black's threatening knight a5. I'm concerned it could be Mr. Slow. Mr. Slow plays the opening well, and he knows theory. The only one point I'm really not sure about is here. This position. I guess e6 is actually kind of a pro move, because you're not allowing the knight f6 like e5 variation. Yeah, this is probably Mr. Slow. I mean, seriously, it's early to guess, but Black seems to know what they're doing. The boulder is better. Yeah, the boulder is better. The boulder is better. Building boulder better. Building better boulders. The boulder is the London system on the other side of the board. Bowler. I always like really trash the bowler, but it's actually not that bad. Udacin used to like kill people with it. Just regular 2400s. He just pretends he's playing the white side of the Gioco piano. Gioco pianissimo. I played c6, e3 now. Well, if I don't play b5, I mean, the only other option here is e5, which is a legitimate option. Tough thing about Mr. Slowhand, right? He could be playing d4, e4. He's hard to guess. Yeah, he's been around for over 5 years. He rarely misses any stream. Once in a while. Sometimes he'll oversleep and be late, but almost never on Sundays. But I mean, he just made this comment earlier this week. I mean, he's had tensions with his roommate before, I know, but this sounded kind of serious. I think e5 is an actual variation for white, but it's wrong. Building back better bowlers. You get a snide look. You got a snide look from Hans Ziemann while watching his game. So for that alone, I felt accomplished. I would imagine that everyone gets a snide look from Hans Ziemann who goes near one of his games. That's the guy's, like, bread and butter, you know? I mean, usually I'm a little better than that. I only give snide looks, like, if I'm particularly annoyed by someone or I'm in a really bad position. Was he in a bad position, or, you know, or is he just like, oh my god, a noob's looking at my game? I'm just going to give him the standard snide look. Yeah, I'm glad I've never actually seen him in real life. Oof. He's kind of horrible. Like a human troll. Alright. We saw, Schumacher is not here. There's a lot of our regular players aren't here. Schumacher doesn't always play. Morales isn't here. You know, Mule Skinner. This could also be Mr. Slow. He was playing the Sveshnikov at one point. Oh yeah, Bishop c5 last time. Oh shit. Alright, not gonna do that. How do you get Mr. Slow out of book, you know? Damn. Last time, alright, we're gonna try to improve. The Averbach, one of the culture club. Seriously, I mean, he was hatched by Elon Musk or something. Hans Niemann is an experimental Elon Musk cyborg. Nylon, he programmed his personality into Hans Niemann. Do you remember the photo you made with AI where we blended Elon Musk and Hans Niemann? That was awesome. Someone knows what they're doing here. I wish I did. I just looked at this the other day. Why? Oh man, there was a game. Actually, there was a game where Hans, yeah. Luke Van Bailey won a really funny game. He like beat Gawain Jones, who's like one of the strongest players who plays the Grand Prix attack. Amazing idea here. Anonymous player, you're kidding, right? Are you on holiday, like in... No, look it up, Mr. Coffee. He hasn't updated me. I'm curious how he's doing. Oh no, he did tell me the first 2 rounds. He lost to 1700 who played like God. And then he beat... That's all I know. The first 2 rounds he like lost and won. He said the 1700 was like an older guy who played like... crushed him. A 1700 older guy who crushed him positionally and tactically. He's like 300 points higher rated and just like... destroyed him. Man, that's rough. A4. You kind of wish you knew what you were doing here. You gotta behave yourself, Repunch, you know, not to trigger me. You would think you know my triggers by now. This seems really strong for white. I have to play b4. I'm experimentally playing the Slav. You're not even close to a century of timeouts. You have 41. Bob might be closer to that record. I can't remember what I was playing in this line. A G3? If it's G3. Queen E7, Bishop G2, Knight takes C5. Castles. It's like lame, you know? A3 takes. Chucky doesn't play the Fajarowitz, does he? Man, alright. I can't time you out or we had no one in the chat. Anonymous player really asked about the submarine lost in the Titanic expedition. Mr. Coffee sent me a message the other day about waiting for the opponents to implode. And I told him it's not really a good choice of words. We'll just put it that way. Oh my god. 1.5 out of 3 in this game is now going against a 1565. Jesus Christ. So he must be like under 2200, or what section is he playing in? In the open section? You gotta wonder, like, why are 1565 players playing in under 2100 section, and how are they getting paired with someone who's like one of the highest rated players? Well, he's 2000. I guess he's not one of the highest rated players, but definitely on the top side. Seems like weird, kind of a weird pairing. I mean, you have 1 out of 2 and you get paired with a 1500. That's strange, isn't it? I mean, how does that happen? He's got to be like one of the highest rated players with 1 out of 2. So how the heck do you get paired with one of the lowest rated players when you're one of the highest rated players in the point group? How does that happen? I mean, is everyone in the section 1500, or like, that just doesn't make sense. There must not be many players. Yeah, it's super weird. White's hanging the e-pawn, right? It's a gambit. Mr. Coffee, what time is the last round? How much time do you have? How do you have so much time? You got an easy win? You must have had a quick game, bro. There's 67 in the section. Most of them are under 1800. And 90% of them are under the age of 13. That's good. You got plenty of time. You got time to have a nice lunch, man. Take a nap. Mr. Still can't be playing 2 games at the same time against me, although some people would do that. Alright, we've played a lot of games in this line. D5. It's amazing you take a position like this, and there's only one move for black, really, that doesn't suck. But chess is amazing. You know, there's what, you know, 32 pieces on the board. The unrated guys, well, that might be true in India, Repunj, especially. Minus Infinity said, USTF over the board games are so hard post-pandemic. Everyone improves a lot online. Reading deflation. So Mr. Slow, if this is Mr. Slow, mixing it up by switching variations on me. 98 is kind of classical way to approach the position, but I bet it's not that good. Classical in a sense. This is definitely Staffargan. Staffargan he's not left his faithful Stonewall. Yeah, I had a game the other day where I tried something kind of experimental against the Stonewall, and the computer didn't like it. I felt that I was 1650 pre-pandemic, and now I'm trying to get back over 1500. Jeez. Mr. Coffee, you're ridiculously low rated. You know, but okay. The endgame thing is not a joke. Alright, now that's more like it, Repunch. Now I'm starting to like your commentary better. 127 days till Sladgie becomes the GM. Well, technically more, because we have to wait till the end of the tournament and I become World Senior Champion. So it's more like 135 days or something like that. 127 days till like somewhere like mid tournament. It's more like 132. But you're close. Yeah, I was wondering about knight f6 here. The knight on e4 is just strong. This makes me think of Yevgeny Viktorovich, because he used to play white. How was it? I played the Benko against him, and he played b6. No, I can't remember. No, we had a main line. Do you remember Yevgeny's, Mr. Kuff, do you remember Yevgeny's account? What was his name? Just Yevgeny Viktorovich or something? He went off to Ukraine. I don't know if I'm more worried about him or Acerbate. Get attached to people here. Gonna play this classically. Yeah, this is some weird line. I did this by accident once with white. And now I can't remember if I'm supposed to play d5 or take. I think it just says always take. Take, d5, take. Take, d5, take. D5, take. Queen e2 or some weird thing. Like this is making me nervous. I know this is good for black. It seems safer to not trade pawns. How does trading pawns help me? It just makes my pawn not hanging anymore. Dude, Pascal Elementary School, Vegas. My name is surprisingly common for an uncommon name. If you do internet searches like that, Repunch. Yeah, you'll find a lot of weird shit. They're baseball players with my family name. Yeah, things are too quiet in the chat. Need Acerbate to kind of keep it moving. So I went full Hans. I keep saying Hans for some reason. Every time I want to say Luke Van Willy, I say Hans. Poor Luke. What am I doing? Wait. Wow. That's a weird move. He played d4. Huh. I don't remember that happening in the Jones game. It's a good thing I'm not like a female streamer. I'd be really creeped out by you. Stalking me online. No DMs, please. I saw that like, well, I don't know, some female streamer put on their Twitch like no DMs. How do you like become like a Twitch streamer and then ask people to not send you DMs? Like, okay. I mean, yeah, sure. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna be like creepy and send you DMs. The people who would do that are obviously not gonna care. Because you requested you you not be DM'd. Here we go. All right. I have a very short memory. Like, we probably had 100 games with Aldisto here, and it's not him. But they're both part of the team. Simul Dorset and Aldisto, same thing. Use the Roman move order. Casual King F7. It's Van Welly, man. One of the highest rated players, like, that plays the Grand Prix got taken out, but the game was actually fine for white. It was more or less chances for both sides. But I saw this the other day. I was like, damn, Van Welly is a freaking genius, man. What a good player. I think he got into like politics in Denmark. Yeah, I'm all over the place in the Netherlands. He's a really good player. He's like my generation. I mean, we must be pretty close in age. I met him at a poker tournament a couple of years ago. It was more than a couple now. That was a long time now. Damn, time just flies. Like 6 years ago seems like it was yesterday. It's really scaring me. Queen d5 or Queen c3? I had a new idea of how to play the black side of the Spanglish. I guess I can always play f5 if I have to. I thought this was Mr. Slow, but now b6 looks like it's not the main line. I would think he would play a6. The Simul seems too serious today. I'm not going to time you out anymore, Repunch. I can't afford to time you out. We have 16 viewers. What the hell is going on? They say treat men and women equally. They say... Speaking of which, where's Uber driver, huh? He's constantly saying that. The they say. I'm like, who's they? Mama. It's like, what are you talking about, dude? They like the Russian troll farm in St. Petersburg, or... I'm just kidding. It's just a funny expression that we say they. Like, if you think about it, it's like, who exactly are we talking about when we say that, you know? Mama and Fred, dude. Yeah, man. Uber driver's kind of weird. I never knew him that well, but I still don't remember how the hell I ended up playing a blindfold chess match with him at the Boylston Chess Club. We weren't close, and I can't remember the circumstances of that. It was kind of random. Like, I just don't understand. I don't remember. Like, maybe we even got like some funding for it or something. Harry Lyman was the benefactor of the Boylston Chess Club. And I don't remember if Harry was still alive. He died right around the time... It was right around that time, honestly, when Harry passed away. I'm sure that Uber driver was closer to Harry. And Harry sponsored a bunch of matches I played with people. I had 2 or 3 matches with other masters as a young and up-and-coming master at the Boylston Chess Club. But the question is, did Harry offer us some money for that? He's not, I mean, I don't think so. I just don't understand why I would play this, like, random blindfold match. Just to challenge myself, I guess. I've never since or before that played a blindfold match against someone. I mean, it was totally random. It's hard, and I don't enjoy blindfold chess. As a party trick, maybe. Even then, it's like boring and tedious. I just don't know what to do. Yeah, this is like my world senior game against Ron DeSantis. Who seemed like a jerk. Okay, I'm being a little harsh. He wasn't that much of a jerk, but he just wasn't friendly. I asked if he wanted to analyze the game, and he didn't. It was like, okay, dude, that's cool. Why are you a jerk? I get it when like grandmasters refuse my request to analyze the game because they're like kind of arrogant and stuff. But like when a lower rated master refuses to analyze a draw, like that's kind of weird. Okay, to be fair, it was a long game. I guess he was just tired. Or maybe he was disappointed he didn't win. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons. I take things too personally. Personnel carrier. D6, E4, chop chop. Or Queen A5 right away. Speaking of Yevgeny Viktorovich, Queen A5. Is Queen A5 a thing? Thing it and bling it. Is it a thing? It seems late. Look, you are late. I just wanted to play classically. Mama and Fred. So I'm really in experimental land here. Don't quite trust Black's position. I know, right, Mr. Coffee? This is the world senior, bro. It's not just any tournament, you know what I mean? We're all old people who like played chess for 30 years and shit, you know? If you can't like analyze a game with the world senior. Actually at that point it was funny, they did a really, really poor job organizing the tournament last year, from what I understand. Although it was my first one, I couldn't really tell the difference. But when there was like nowhere to analyze the games the first two rounds, people complained, and they then provided some better analysis. Better place to analyze. This wasn't first, second round though. Actually, it was pretty early though. I don't know, maybe round 3. I can't remember. But Mr. Slow, we got him. We got one. It's like fishing on the Siberian lake with Putin. So I was thinking, why don't we play something, you know, interesting on the black side of the royal paths? Yeah. Well, if anybody speaks to Rich, he can always play, even if he's chat banned. They got hammered, man. The organizers. They're like grifters, like Meghan and Harry. Ooh, that's gotta be. Seriously, Nefedov, would you play knight on BD7? Taylor Swift like refused to go on Meghan Markle's podcast. That's kind of funny. It's like, no, I'm more famous than you. Sorry. You're just like a nobody. Good for her. I actually have talent. And you don't. So why would I be on your podcast? Grifter. Prince Harry's getting hammered too. He's just total. Nobody wants to listen to this guy. You know? He's not interesting. He's not expert in anything. And nobody cares. The TV executives were like, really? TV executives were pissed. What a waste of space. A very famous position there. So I've played this line quite a few times now. And I've sacked a few exchanges. I still don't know. Just subjectively don't know. I mean, this is a nice diagonal, right? But getting the rest of my pieces, like, organized isn't easy. So if knight e4, rook e4, bishop d3. Can we try this variation? Coming down on Meghan and Harry, man. Modern royal grifters. Wonder what the Russian troll farm would say about them. I would agree. Okay, bishop a6. Now that's a nice idea you got there, Ron DeSantis. That's kind of serious. To be honest, I really don't like playing c4 in this sort of position. That's not something we really want to do. So I don't know, man. I thought, honestly, this was played against me by Ron DeSantis as well as Sebe. And I was always taught that, and I believe that, like, black exchanging pawns here is fundamentally wrong. But it, according to the computer, it's actually not that bad. It's kind of it's like a standard anti-King's Indian attack motif. In the Queen e2 French, this happens. Now I have to start thinking. God. Well, I mean, Queen e3 is a good square, but I can be hit by knight g4. So maybe h3, just losing the exchange. That's good. Against Ron DeSantis, I got some funky stuff going on with my queen on c4, but he didn't play b6. He did something else. I can always play knight c4. I'm having weird flashbacks to games from like 30 years ago. Where is everybody today? It's so dead in here. 16 viewers? Orange Indonesia Richie has followed. No relation to Arsenal fan, Richie. Guys, we can always start a hype train. We're killing it here with the hype train. Frankly, what about rook e1, bishop a6, queen e3, and if knight g4, I just play queen g5? Seems logical, but it probably gets my queen trapped or something. No, his knight's not defended by the bishop being not on c8 anymore, so it gives me time. I think it's okay. The Vulture, Mr. Coffee. Have you seen any good vultures lately? That's what Hans was thinking when you were watching his game. Man, what's that vulture doing? the vultures, when people start losing, dude, that's the worst feeling, right? When you're like, you're losing in a tournament, and say you're one of the higher rated players, and then the crowd starts to gather as the higher rated player is about to be upset or things start to look bad. I could see getting irritated. I would get irritated. Because it's like there's a carcass, you know. Or it's like an animal is about, you know, to get eaten, and the vultures start flying around. That's definitely a situation where it's easy to be annoyed. Why am I not playing knight d4? Because you just play knight e2, and then I trade. That doesn't help me. If I play bishop g7, you trade knights, I take with a pawn, your pawn is weak, but you're ready to castle soon. And why do I talk like a Canadian? I've been doing that a lot lately. Watch too much Fargo. I want to rewatch. I want to rewatch all the seasons of Fargo. My favorite TV show. Alright. D6. Oh god, I don't know. Knight d4, bishop g7. Are you going to really take on f5? Dude, that center is too strong. It needs to go. Go away. Fred. Mama. Remember when I sang Queen the other day? For Uber driver? I don't know where that came from. Too much classic rock. Listening to too much classic rock in the 80s. I don't even like Queen, and I can remember like their songs because I heard it so many times. I'm supposed to play what now? Bishop d3, Queen h4. Does anybody here watch South Park? Is there anybody here? Damn. There's literally nobody here. I feel like I could just like leave the stream and never come back and no one would even know. Oh. Well, I was just thinking there was a South Park episode. There was the South Park episode where they like, I don't remember if it's Christmas or what, but they make it so like Slash is basically the same as Santa Claus. And I was just, my son like didn't really get it at first because he didn't know Guns N' Roses, and so, you know, younger generation like doesn't even know who Slash is. But the whole thing was like the joke about like Slash not being a real person and stuff. I just saw Glastonbury. Apparently Guns N' Roses headlined Glastonbury Festival, and they had a really nice photo of Axl Rose and Slash. It was funny. It made me think of South Park. All right. Onward and upward. I think bishop d3 is right. Our old friend Morois used to play this. Morois. The Island of Dr. Moreau. They never did a good movie of that. The one with the famous actor who I can never remember his name. Marlon Brando. I don't know why I can never remember Marlon Brando. It's not like he's not one of the most famous actors of all time, but that was horribly, horribly done. It's a shame too. I always thought The Isle of Dr. Moreau would be a good movie if it wasn't done badly. They turned it into a joke. It was like horrible. What happened? Yes, I found South Park episodes with Meg and Harry. The World Privacy Tour was hilarious. Too bad he's not around anymore. Maioris? I know his account got flagged unfairly for sure. What? Who are you responding to? Mr. Coffee, who are you talking to? The Maoris. Oh, Maoris. Yeah, that was weird, Mr. Coffee. What's going on, dude? Do you have like some kind of weird Scandinavian keyboard or something? What the hell was that A, man? What is that A, though? That's weird. Yeah, he's a nice kid. I don't know why his account got flagged. It was weird. But I mean, he's probably still playing. I think he's like growing up and going to college soon. I don't know, man. Mr. Slowhand is not this game, so I wonder who this is. I guess I play E5. Okay. Shaki. Yeah. Shaki is going back to his roots with the Fajarowitz. Can you guys remind me now? Merle Dixon used to play that, no? Merle Dixon used to play the Fajarowitz. Did Uber Driver play it? There's this famous game where like somebody like sacked the rook on d5. I've done that number of times. Was it Lilienthal? Looks like Repunj got bored and left. Who can blame him? I don't know, that's what my friends used to say. Man, the master, you've never been to Harvard Square, right, Mr. Coffee? Have you been to Boston at all, ever? The Boston area? There was a legendary guy who used to play Blitz in the cafe in Cambridge, who died. He's gone. He's been out for years, but it was like he was just like the most iconic representation of chess in Boston. Even though Cambridge is technically not Boston, it's across the river. It's like Boston, greater Boston area, and he died. It's so sad. Murray was he was just like a living icon. Really eccentric. He's in like, his photo is in like tour books of magazine articles. I mean, it's just crazy. And it's so sad, you know. He wasn't like the nicest guy in the world. He was really weird and eccentric, but still, it's so sad. You wanted to go when you're having your state sale? Seriously? I gotta get rid of my storage unit, man. You still have space? I don't know how I'm gonna do it. It's costing me. It's just eating my money, you know. Gotta get rid of my storage unit. This is gonna happen in the next year. It's got to happen in the next year. What am I doing here? We're basically playing the Carol Khan. For better or for worse. In sickness and in health. You open to making a deal? Deals. I've got to sort of find... I mean, I'd like to do it there myself. It'd be hard to have someone else do it. But I got to sort it. Maybe bring some stuff back here. Not a lot. And get the rest of the shit. Trash gone. Old furniture thrown away. And then family heirlooms and stuff like that I don't want to lose. So that kind of stuff I have to try to keep somehow. And yeah, I'm just getting racked by the storage unit. It's like paying rent for an apartment in a poor country or something. Yeah. Okay. I really gotta focus more. My focus is just not on. I haven't talked to my friend the Weed Master in a long time. Actually, now you're making me want to He used to stay with me and help me when I had my estate. I hope he's okay. I haven't talked to him in a while. Oh man, it's so sad. I have another friend who has brain cancer. It's insane. The guy's like 50 and has 4 kids. Luckily he's like well off. On the positive side. He's a pediatric surgeon and his hands were like shaky, and his colleagues told him he needed to like see what's going on with a neurologist or whatever, or it's crazy. The dude has like it's just insane. It's like inoperable. Life is short, it's so scary. I don't mean to be depressing, Just thinking about people dying, getting old. I need a therapy session. No wonder no one watches my stream. I'm just depressing. By the way, Jan, Dingham and Jan, best of luck in the Simul. I try and pick chess back up in the summer. Been missing it last year. Okay. Yeah, thanks for joining the stream. Like, crazy. I just can't believe how fast time goes by. It's insane. I've been streaming for 6 years. It's unbelievable. That is really literally unbelievable. Mission accomplished to some degree here. Originally my plan was to take with the pawn, but I'm not being a vulture expert. I'm thinking twice about it. Stefan Bucher. Vultures usually go to d6. Well, white played what? Bishop takes d5. Oh. That's a weird move. So white just blundered? Or no? Maybe it's not so bad. Black now knight on bd7. I have to stop knight g4. Well, only thing you have to do is die. According to Hungarian legend. They don't believe in taxes being mandatory here. Tax position is very bad. This has got to be one of the. This is Amoeboid. No, Notch Papa. Okay, now I'm definitely convinced that Notch Papa and Amoeboid are the same player. Since when did Amoeboid play the French? I mean, I've been thinking about it for a long time. Amoeboid played the French? Really? Maybe I have brain damage. Okay, people change their openings, but they're both sort of part of the same team. That's sus. All right, I want to try something a little different here. Black's playing bullet in this game. Ron DeSantis. What would Petrosian do? I don't know. Team member 2. This isn't Amoeboid. This is the Slenderina, Sibildorf set. They're all the same person. It's like, we need to just come up with one name, Mr. Coffee. The cult. No, the cartel. That was it. Cartel's better. It's not a cult. It's a cartel. I have a cult. I am a cult. This is a cartel. It's a different thing. What's up with Queen B6? A bad place to put your queen in the Benoni. Asterbate. Really worried about Asterbate now. I mean, it's beyond like sleeping. This has gone beyond oversleeping now. Of course, he has the puppy thing going on. You know, I imagine that's got to be like a nightmare. He already had tension with his roommate, and then he gets like this dog that has like millions of puppies. And it's gonna like lead to the end of his existence. Feels bad. I don't know, man, about that soap opera. Poor Asterbate. I hope he's okay. I have literally no idea like what move I'm supposed to play in this type of position. What am I even doing here? What the hell is the plan? Just randomly move your pieces around, or Queen C2? When in doubt, randomly move your pieces around. And this is probably a strong player. I don't know though. Too early to decide. But I'm playing the black side of the QGA in a variation that I don't really know. Wow. I'm gonna play knight d7. That probably loses material. Other than that, it's great. Now we've got, oddly enough, a position I think I had similar one against Morois. This we probably had before against multiple players. And it probably follows that Lilienthal idea. Is e4 a thing? Rook c8 maybe. So Nefedov, really? Nefedov's obsessed with playing knight on bd7 in the Slav. What's that about? I knew it was him. So I get credit for that. But I don't know why Nefedov used so much time. He must have been away. AFK. Less players today, Mr. Coffee. I don't understand what's going on. We have like no viewers, no players. It's like everything's just drying up lately. I don't understand what's going on. I know the Simul guys do like 5 minutes Simuls, just continuously cranking them out. And the reason why these other title players do that is because that they get more exposure. They want to just like crank out 5 minute Simuls, 5 minute Simuls, 5 minute Simuls. They get more people to follow them and stuff. Oh my god, you're here. Wow, I was really scared, dude. We were worried about you, Asterbate. Another streamer just mentioned that on a stream yesterday. Yeah, I mean, it's like they used to... I mean, it's ridiculous. It's like an Instagram. Like, we're acting like it's Instagram. The more 5 minute Simuls I can do, the more exposure I get. But it's garbage. You're just cranking out garbage, you know? Wow, congratulations. Thanks for cranking out trash. That's like playing bullet chess. Bullet Simuls. Exactly. It's just a total waste of time. Right. Alright. Thank God, man. John Bartholomew, huh? Oh, he mentioned that online chess interest seems to be diminishing. Oh, interesting. Well, I mean, it was definitely, definitely a pandemic thing. And John's a pretty smart guy, you know, and he's pretty down to earth. You know, he feels that it may just be because of the pandemic, and then now we're in like a down period. You couldn't maintain the popularity of chess that it had during that pandemic. Holy bleeping bleep. You can play rookie 8 check, Mr. Slow. I feel like I screwed up already. Wow, that's pretty hard to do in such a simple variation. I mean, you can't keep it going, you know, the way it was going indefinitely. There are too many streamers. It's like a saturation point. That would be the best. It's reached like the full saturation point. But this is your forever home. Down to 4 puppies. One leaves on my birthday. Well, I hope you don't get evicted. We're scared you're living under a bridge, man. Try to patch it up with your roommate. Be tolerant of each other. You know? Try to be tolerant, Asterbate. And introspective. Oftentimes life is a matter of perception. You know, put yourself in other guys' shoes, and even though if he's a jerk, you know, maybe you're a jerk too, and you need to say, okay, I'm sorry. Looking at it from your perspective, I find myself doing this a lot, where I'm being an idiot, and then, you know, you realize you're being an idiot. Even if the other guy's an idiot too. I'm an idiot frequently. Okay, but anyway. Onward and upward. Guys, last Simul this week. Do I need to rush to take that pawn? On the positive side, Vladimir Putin didn't get overthrown, but on the negative side, Acerbate's okay. Oh no, I got it backwards. Alright. Dyslexia is a sign of brilliant mind. What's this weird King's Indian? I think that I really have to break down and move to a different platform where I'm like creating Patreon content. I'm actually wondering if there's an alternative to Patreon. Because I'm actually thinking like Patreon might be turning into like a kind of cheesy commercial. He got the 30-day no cause notice to quit posted on the door. What are you talking about now? By him? Or you're like landlord? I don't understand. Damn, dude, it just continues. Is he like your roommate and your landlord? You have a mental disability. That's what they say, huh? That's not true. Luckily I have he is the landlord. Luckily I have a mental disability. Damn. Dude, you can't go to live under a bridge. That's not an alternative. You find another landlord. But you're not going to go live under a bridge. We refuse to accept that here. '94. Queen C2. This is a me Boyd. God, this variation is enough to make you want to kill yourself. And White like enjoys it. It's pretty sick, honestly. I mean, what am I gonna do? Like put my queen on C7 and just chill here? Like that's a great line. They will not provide me with bridge occupation. You'd be housed the county's finest bed and breakfast. Is that a joke? Is that a bad joke? The county's finest? That doesn't sound good. This 95 is they can't put you in jail because you're homeless. Oh wait, is Ron DeSantis president? Dude, you can't be sent to jail because you don't have a place to live, bro. Did you know that? That's against the law. Right. But still, having a mental health history is not a crime. I understand. So who is this? This is God? We're playing God now. Damn. God is strong. God is great. God, give us chocolate cake. We just dropped our F5 pawn. Oh, they put you in, they don't arrest you, they put you in the mental institution. So they put you in the mental institution because your landlord is a dick? I don't think that's how things are supposed to work, you know? Wow. I just don't think that's how the system was supposed to work. I think they have to put you in like a halfway house or something. You automatically go back to mental prison. Yeah, that's bad, dude. It sounds like your roommate landlord is like manipulating you. You know what I mean? That that sounds predatory. I'd get me a lawyer, bro. If you have enough money, maybe somebody would do it pro bono. Um, to me, that sounds like a possible lawsuit, but it sounds like lawsuit material. If only you had like millions of dollars, you could definitely sue him. Like mental abuse. See, the problem is it's like people in foster care. I think like a lot of times kids in foster care, the people who like take care of them are like abusive. They're just doing it for the money. Did you hear that story a couple months ago or a month ago about some like foster mother left a kid in a hot car and they died or something? Because they had like they were like managing like 4 foster children and they forgot about one of them or something. That kind of thing, man. I mean, it's insane. I mean, like, if it was like your child, probably wouldn't have forgotten them. It's happened, but there's just something sick about adopting or fostering people for money. I don't know. It's just like that should be not the primary reason, but I guess there's no other alternative. He won the pawn. This player is scaring me. D4 monster. Shoot. Who is this? This must be a monstrously strong player. They know the line perfectly. Played perfectly. I blundered, but still, I don't know if I have a great move. I had to play something more careful. No, I just like people like that acerbate like your. I don't know your exact situation. I'm sure that you're not easy to deal with. But I'm speaking in more general terms. People like that are going to abuse their power. I mean, it's got to be a crime to take advantage of someone with a mental disability. But I mean, I don't know if there's like pro bono lawyers or advocates that, help you. If you have a bad track record or something, That's the problem. You have a history of mental illness or you're at a disadvantage. I just think people are going to be predatory. You know, that's sad but true. Abusive foster parents. It's kind of like Cinderella. The Cinderella theme. The evil stepmother. Astrobate has an evil stepmother. What is this deal? Who is this? Naj Papa just wrecking me. Wow. No wonder. Oh, he's just wrecking me today. I tried to play the Slav. Last time I'm going to do that. The vacuum cleaner playing white here. Fortunately. Vacuum salesman. Local judges hate you. Well, I mean, I don't know if it's personal, dude. They probably hate everybody. They hate their jobs. Very strong check Benoni there. It could be worse, dude. You could live in like Texas or something. Ron DeSantis like went to San Francisco, and his new thing is that like he saw people doing drugs and defecating on the sidewalk, and that offended him. Culture is in decay. Can you imagine what kind of an asshole he is? You thought Donald Trump was a big asshole. This guy is like worse. I mean, what did you think, Ron? Like, people never defecated on the sidewalk in the history of the world? Or homeless people just have like a gilded bathroom they go to? Or how exactly does that work? Because no one defecates on the sidewalk in Florida. What an idiot. Unbelievable. I just can't believe the world. You know, what it's come to. It's crazy. I like the Archangel's variation. I'm thinking of playing this for real. We needed like an active way to play the black side of the Roy Lopez. I think this fits the bill. It's like a French. At first I thought this was Mr. Slow, but who is this? And what the hell is F5? How can he do F5? Vacuum. Vacuum packed. Ooh, 95. It's all good. I don't know, actually. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe F5, F6, sorry. Just forces white to target my C7 pawn. What am I going to do otherwise? Rook C8. A6. This is kind of problematic. Can't believe white's getting away with this. My opponent offered a draw. So that's like the French defense? Yeah. I don't see the point why we're doing this. Yeah, the computer doesn't like my setup stat far again. I think it suggested rook c8 to me. I had another game the other day where I played a different move. In this type of position, what did I do? Actually, I don't remember. Well, most landlords that are like slumlords aren't real people, but in Astrobate's case, it's like a person who actually lives in a place where they're the landlord, so it's not exactly like that. But I just think the people who are like in position of power over those who have mental disabilities are going to be abusive very often because they can. It's like a human instinct. Okay, sad but true. Should I just occupy Democrats? Occupy Wall Street? Do I have to occupy E4 before something bad happens? Mr. Coffee, good luck, dude. Just be positive and concentrate and take it down. Easy game. And don't push any protected pass pawns, alright? If you push your protected pass pawn, it's not a protected pass pawn anymore. That'll get you pretty far, you know. Protected pass pawns are people too. Just remember. You heard it here. Protected pass people. The Vulture. It's Laos. Because of course I played the Vulture against one of the highest rated players. Okay, everyone here is strong. Not everyone, but for the most part, the average is high. It's a strong average. I don't know, Astrobate. Dude, just take care of yourself and stay positive. But don't lose hope. Negative infinity. Oh, this is negative infinity. That was a weird sequence with F5, and I feel like I didn't expect that from black here. Nobody used all his time. No, you guys still have time. Even 5 minutes is tons of time. Everyone's really solid. Just doesn't seem like anyone's like ever playing like crazy against me. Everyone's very, very solid here. Even Shaki like seems like a crazy opening, but he's playing it correctly, and this is theory, like technically, where I'm supposed to sack the exchange. Smislav or Lilienthal, I can't remember who it was now. Sack the exchange here, but it's not absolutely necessary. Stella ate the plug cord for the pet carpet cleaner. Well, that's good. That can instill hatred in the landlord. I hope your landlord slash roommate at least like shows kindness to animals. If not, it's a bad sign. Alright, we're only down 2 pawns. That's good. This went pretty well. We're down 2 pawns for nothing. It's a good situation. Really boring games against the cult today. Honestly, cult, you guys need to get a little more creative. That's the thing about the cult that's weird, right? They all play the same sterile kind of game. Well, they're all the same person, so, you know. I guess they only have like one mode. At least with with the multiple accounts, if you're playing like 4 or 5 different accounts, you should like give them each different styles, you know. But it's like Sandrina, Merle Dixon, Laos, the other ones, you know, Ameboid. They all is Ameboid part of the cult? They all like have the same style, you know. It's kind of weird. It's like I'm playing 5 games against the same player. At least like give them different identities or something. A4 I was thinking. I don't know about this, but Laosamoid. My queen's hanging. I'm big on queen c7 today. Ooh, there was a motorcycle. This is Ruslan, jeez. Motorcycle rally / something here this weekend. Whatever. Against Anonymous Player, we've got a good position. At least in one game, I have a good position. That's a change of pace. Sterilizer. Then I've got to play Nefedov, who can play spicy, but usually plays solid. Wow, dude. You just like, what is happening here? Black's pieces are so active, my god. Negative Infinity, I forgot we played before. It's weird, I'm having mental memory problems. I didn't think we played before, I didn't realize we played before. It's crazy, it must have been a while ago. I can't even remember anything. Give me that bishop. You louse. So next, just totally lost. I didn't know what I was doing in Slav. The challenger chain. Well, Asterbait didn't like play 5 moves and resign today. The trials and tribulations of Asterbait. But wait, what if I go back again? The draw king. Congratulations on another draw. You like your draws. Nefedov likes draws too. Draws are results. It's a result. It's a legitimate result. I'm a big defender of draws. But it doesn't mean we should be playing for a draw every game. I like to mix it up, you know, and play really aggressively and then mix that up with some boring draws here and there. Kind of, even Tal like to mix in the occasional boring draw. It's part of the game, you know, to be honest. Why would I play for a win as black? Now, honestly, Nefedov, you play the Schliemann with the black pieces. People don't play the Schliemann for a solid game. You know that. We've had this discussion before. It's crazy. You have like personality disorder. Opening personality disorder. You have opening repertoire, like multiple personality disorder. No, it's fine. The Slavs, of course, it's solid. I think we should have a different attitude though. We're always playing for a win. But look at Laos. That's too many draws. Just my diagnosis. Don't mind me. How do I do this now? How do I do this? How does he do this? Poor Acerbate. Acerbate. Sorry, man. Sandrina. The exciting feeding times. It sounds like you're running a zoo, man. Maybe too many dogs put your landlord over the edge. Like 6 dogs is a lot of dog. In my experience, 3 dogs was a lot of dog. It drove me almost over the edge. You can overload on dog. Dog overload. At one point I had to manage like 3 dogs that I didn't accumulate. And I was kind of bitter about that. I love them, you know. But if another person pushes you into a situation where you become like a slave to dogs, maybe it might embitter them. I'm just grabbing bishops wherever I can. When and where. Just name the place. This doesn't work because of knight b8. How do I improve my position? Overdogged. Is there such thing as too much dog? We could make up an expression like there's no such thing as too much dog. Stonewall Bishop. Stonewall Jackson. Alright, man. It's not a closed game here. Looks like we're gonna lose one. Well, let's say we lost one. Not we're gonna lose one, we lost one. That bishop's bound to find a square. Fishing for cheapos and there ain't nothing here. Yeah, that's good. I'll try my queen immediately. Just end the pain, man. This game. I should just end the pain immediately with queen f6.
Yeah, Asterbeat, you can't, you know. You can't talk like that to the landowner, bro. As much as it feels good. You make your bed and you lie in it. Literally. It doesn't seem like you, though, you know? I don't know. Oh, Repunch said you blocked him. Good job. I just want to thank those of you who really play in the Simul, like Mr. Slow, Mr. Coffee for 500 bits, for pawn and game skills. Those of you who are really playing in the Simul, not just like, you know, running 4 bots in my Simul and offering draws every game. I appreciate it. We didn't get enough games today because too many people are running 5 simuls. And chess is becoming unpopular. Okay. Hard to believe this was the vulture, huh? Base. Do we want to change our base? Yeah, Repunch is okay. He's just annoying. He's not a bad person. He has redeeming qualities. He's like an improved Bob. I like him better than me. Oh no, the other account, right? Corporal Light. Oh my god. Of course. White made an odd move in this game, you know, the E3. E3 definitely a bit on the weird side. Oh, I remember now, Princess Chess sent me a message that they were going to play and they didn't show up. Threatening to play in my Simul and then not showing up. She hasn't played in one in a long time. Well, back rank mate is always fun, huh? Dude, where are these pieces coming from? There's got to be something around here somewhere for white. I refuse to get back rank mated. There is a serious problem there, though. I mean, this back rank thing is not back rank mate, actually. I have knight f1, so that's interesting. I could always, like, drop a piece and... but the problem is... rook takes e8, queen takes e8, something like queen h5. Black has queen e1 check, knight f1. Bishop takes d4. Queen takes... I don't know. Do I have an alternative? Rook e2. There's always rook f1. Abandoning the file. Abandonment. That's like French, right? Dude, no. That guy's blocked. He was being a baby in the chat. No, he's declined. He doesn't have enough games, even if he wasn't being a jerk. No. He didn't have enough games, A, and then he was like being needy and abusive. Yeah, it's just not a question. If they're under 100 games, there needs to be like a special exception. Thought I had something here. Maybe not. An anonymous player just took my pawn. That's not cool. Oh. Well, I have to do this. I don't really want to give up my dark square bishop. So what happens now? Take, take. Take, take, take. Always take. You heard it her. You heard it her first. But thanks to the real players who make the Simul great, Nefirov, Stapvargan, Shockey, Mr. Slow, there are others. I really appreciate you people, and you're good players, and you make the stream worthwhile. We have some good games. Some players haven't been around in a while. Oh, anonymous player, you know, you're relatively newer here. A lot of these guys have been playing for years. You're 3 moves away from resigning. Maybe, maybe not. Stapvargan is a very good defender. I guess this wall attack is a good opening for a defender, ironically. E5, anybody? He has the bishop a6 move. I guess I'm losing control of e4 here. Do I mind? That's the question, a question. If I want to draw, it's very drawish. But I think black is better with the bishop pair and non-fixed pawn structure. Fluid pawn structure, bishop pair, black's just better. But he's solid. If white does play e4, actually, they loosen their own position, you know, so be my guest. Imre is probably still in book here in this Archangelsk, which I don't know how to play the Archangelsk. But I want to learn because it's active, you know. This was really popular for black like 10 years ago. If you play f4, f2, then he has the London system, right? But he has to put his bishop on f4. He doesn't have a bishop anymore. Right, it's like a London system where he traded his bishop off. Or Tory attack, they're all the same family, right? They're all the same family of openings. Damn, negative affinity, quickly playing bishop takes d4. I think the active word here is quickly. Negative affinity playing too fast. I don't know much about you, negative affinity, but if I look at your statistics, they're pretty standard, but your classical rating is quite high. I would say, dude, you're playing a bit fast. Slow down. Yeah, I don't have a dark square bishop to checkmate you with an anonymous player. So I don't think you should be resigning yet. I really didn't want to give up my bishop on f6, to be honest. Knight b8. Knight b8 is great. Astrobate gifting a tier 1 sub to Gypsy. Wow, thank you. Gypsy generously has supported the stream with donations a couple times in the past. So thanks for that, Astrobate and Gypsy. Alright, Gypsy. Draw from the team. I love you draws. Wow. That's a big check, bro. You got there. Damn, dude. Look at that check. It's the biggest check I've ever seen. Holy mother. The biggest check in the universe. It's like Beetlejuice of checks. Holy crap. I can't believe this whole game, you know? The absurd, weird, non-real variation of the Joker piano, and I've got nothing. This is not even real. Like, you can't do this. This is like a blunder for white. And he's okay after that? My god. And trades queens and everything. If I go to lichess Opening Explorer, like, this position is going to be played like 300 times, at least. But like, black's up a pawn. I mean, I have to be better here. I guess it's just not that much. Knight g5, vacuuming the pieces. Pawn down, and I screwed it up. I wasn't accurate enough. f6 was a mistake. I thought I had swindled him with knight takes c7 and takes, but he's got this knight b5 move. Oh my god, and I have to walk into a discovery. But the discovery is like a killer. Maybe I have some sort of trick. Bishop b3. Bishop b3. Wait, what do they say? If it's bishop b3, it's for me? But I mean, ultimately, does bishop d3 do anything? Bishop d3, bishop b3, rook somewhere. It can't hurt to play bishop b3, right? That can't possibly be a bad move. Or is it? Maybe it is. Bishop b3, knight d6 check anyway. King d7. Bishop b3, knight d6 check, king d7, and then rook d3. And it's like, okay, now what do I do? My bishop's hanging, and he's threatening knight f7, discovered check. So that's a serious freaking issue right there. I guess my best bet here would be to move my rook somewhere safe. Rook f8. Knight d6 check, king d7. Knight takes b7 check. And I'm like going on a walk with king e6. Rook d6 check, king f5. My god. It's got to be a more sensible way to play this for black. Can't believe it. I can play knight e5. I don't know. d5 doesn't seem right for white. Looks like a mistake. The question is a5 or e7. Knight a5, bishop c2, c6. It's like a standard Lopez thing. b4. Knight c4. Pawn takes pawn, and then surround the pawn with like queen c7. Look at my pieces. 3 pieces completely inactive versus 1 completely inactive. I think the F file might be important here. This is not so simple, anonymous player. I think you were dead, but I misplayed it, and you still have chances now. Insane is relatively stupid concept. So we're all insane, right? And then you die. We're all insane. Some are just more insane than others. Okay. Knight b5 is interesting. g5 is interesting. He defend f7. I don't know. The draw bot. Draw bot Drew 4 out of 5. Not a bad ratio. Drawbot. Thank you, Drawbot. Good game, Drawbot. But Drawbot's going to win one game. If Notch Papa is really... For me, the most questionable are guessing whether or not Amoeboid and Notch Papa are part of the botnet. But that's a more classical Slendrina. More classical way of expressing it. Life sucks and then you die. It's just summing it up, but like in my case, I don't feel like life always sucked. And sucking is relative too. I do feel like there's a negative trending. Amoeboid and Notch Papa, are they part of the cartel? We need more cartel members. It ups our numbers. We've got at least 4 viewers from the cartel. Possibly 7. F it off. Just... Oh, I had a game like this with one of my students recently. Pretty similar, actually. Neftov's a good player. He can make mistakes tactically from time to time, like most of us. I am a little concerned about this bishop. If I played e3, knight d7, bishop f4, g5, and my bishop is a problem. And g4 gives me retreat squares. I think I'll do it. Here. Wow, knight c6, right. As expected, as advertised. As advertised. What? Wait a second. I have rook d7. Shaki did this voluntarily, or it's a blunder? Oh. Oh, for the first time I heard noise upstairs since I moved in here, like 3 weeks ago. Wow. I think it's upstairs. I was gonna say, like, I've heard nothing. It's like there's no one up there. There's so many empty apartments in the city, in Budapest. The G7, haha. G7. We can pressure the F7 instead of the G7, perhaps. Yeah, very loud noise upstairs. I was thinking just how quiet it was. I have no idea if the apartment above me is occupied, but this is the first time I heard anything. There's a lot of empty apartments. Like, that would never happen in America, you know, because in America, the great country of America, we have a thing called, like, property tax. You got bored. Oh, man. Yeah. Because you played, like, one of the more interesting openings. Who plays the Fajarowitz and gets bored, you know? He played the Fajarowitz and got bored, okay. It's obviously very boring. It leads to very boring play. No, but maybe you're bored of that motif that we have there. I think against Mr. Slow, Antonio's here. Great. Good to see a friendly face. Well, he went for it. Speaking of the dark squares, Antonio, thanks to people like you and what I call the regs, I would call the regs. So Ruslan, like, plays too fast generally. Now I can pin myself or pin myself. I can pin myself actively or pen my. Wow. Yeah. Pin myself. I'm like Joe Biden. Pin myself. I'm even busting on Joe Biden now. I'm buying into the propaganda. Pin myself prophylactically. Prophylactically pin myself. King c7, knight b5 check. King c6, knight d4. I give up, man. I don't know what to do. It's a freaking horror show, that game. So Mr. Slow, I just realized the secret to Mr. Slow is to like bore him to death. Speaking of boring, thanks Antonia for being a VIP. Now we're picking up some viewers. This seems like a better time. Unfortunately, there weren't enough viewers in the beginning. We didn't get enough players in the Simul. Rook e5, you know, that's not a boring move though. That's a freaking annoying, solid setting up bishop f5 move. But I think we want to keep him as bored as possible. Problem is, I mean, bishop f5 is really active. He's going to develop all of his pieces now. Now I can play e3. Very exciting to be here today. That's not nice. Native Infinity is quick. I talk about this constantly, but it's funny, like he's lower rated in Bullet. I would think you'd be stronger in Bullet. You're playing quick. You play quickly. How could you be worse in Bullet than Classical? Do I have to play Bishop e3? That would be a nightmare. Really don't want to do that. The h7 is like begging me to attack it, but I don't have any means. Ways and Means Commission. Knight f1, queen e1 check, knight g3, queen e1 check, knight f1. How does that help? Just make it worse. This is a sick position. Just watching my time run out. King f1, yeah, that's a good idea. Might as well just resign. I'm gonna do this. You know, one skill I have is a pretty good sense of danger, usually. No one has a perfect sense of danger. But I think, in general, my sense of danger is pretty good. As a result of playing a lot of strong players, I'm usually pretty damn used to getting my head handed to me. So I know what to look out for. Man, yeah, you guys are pushing the envelope on the time and tough positions. Anonymous player, dude. He sort of did reverse psychology. He's got the rook h4 tactic. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna resign in 3 moves. It's a somewhat unsound thing. You pretend to be weak when you're strong. I don't know. Prophylaxis. I love this square. King b6 is a great square. I might be able to hold a draw. I wish that was a rook on h8. It's like one of my worst games ever. But I was busted. I don't understand what okay, I blundered. I thought the opening was okay. had a copy of The Art of War or whatever years ago, but no idea what happened to it. I'm just basically toast, you know. He just collected pawns with Tempe. Collecting Tempe with pawns. Tempi, Tempi. Tempi Fugit. See, this is where Ruslan starts to get annoying. He rapid fire moves. Nefedov with the bishop d8. Classic. Wonder if Nefedov's ever played the London system with white. I think he just does e4. Honestly, Nefedov, and I mean this in the best possible way, you'd make a tough London system player. You know, if you ever wanted just like a backup opening to surprise your opponent, you should consider busting out the London system. Just pretend you're playing the Slav with white, you know? You drive your opponents crazy. Probing. Bishop d8. And you ask yourself, what's that about, right? It's a non-committal move. King f1, bishop a6, big problem. Maybe f3, that's lame. I have all these games where like it's the tricky, hard to decide what to do. Don't want to get into a wrestling match with Stavvargan. Boxing is better. Boxing Day. Computer probably says like white has a winning position here, but that's why I'm not a computer. So I'm happy to get the queens off the board against Shaki. Without hitting my bishop now. Very well. Capablanca. Sladgie versus Capablanca. What am I going to do? I'm getting a lot of that question. Rook there. The master of subtlety. Ruslan playing bullet again. Isn't it crazy how fast Ruslan plays, huh? Every move a threat, right? Literally. If I could like mate myself in one, I would probably do it in this game. If I could only find a way to do that. If only. I guess. Ever tried that? What about accelerated but not hyper? Accelerate's always hyper. He pushed the pawn. Security protocol. The draw from Nefedov. That means he has a bad position. No draw. I don't have too many gains, Nefedov. You're not getting off the hook that easily here. Hold on a sec. So what do I do? C3? Not a bad idea. And then Queen E1. Oh. Floor, Capablanca. Basically, we take the queens off the board. Do you mind if I develop my rook at some point, Ruslan Bear? Would that, would you find that offensive? To let me develop my rook? Allow me, Your Majesty? Would you mind if I develop one of my pieces? For example? He doesn't let me do anything for like 100 moves there. I can't move my pieces. It's like paralyzed. Traitor. Traitor. Free Tempe. So what do I do? Do I play d5 and then close it with like e6? Play the black side of a Caro-Kann French? It seems suboptimal. He's trading off my bishop here. I just didn't think I could really avoid it anyway. There's bishop c4. Maybe I should just trade. Trade and double. Nice queen, but I can hit it. I can hit it later with d5. Ah, a very computer-like move. Rook e3. Rook e3. Maybe my upstairs neighbors never around, just like they do some kind of like exercise on Sundays. I'm hearing this noise. The treadmill or bishop g3. There's potential here still. But objectively, yeah. Now we need the Anatoly Karpov style. I know Karpov was cancelled, but really hard to break the e-file. I guess we can start by going here. Something like a good retreat to start the day. Man, Ruslan suddenly seems so strong. Knight d3. Rook takes bishop. Knight takes f4. There's also rook a1 check. Not necessarily a bad idea. But there's no rush with that. Wow. Mirror endgames. They give infinity, not a good move. I don't think that's a good idea there. Didn't need to do that. Rook d4. What are you gonna do? Rook a5, second the exchange. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay. So check, king h2 probably helps him. The chomper. Are those plants in Plants vs. Zombies called chompers? Chomp on. Chomp off. Chomp on, chop off. Chomper. Alright. Chomp this. Knight d4, rook e5. Theme game. Oh no. He saw that. He'll play queen e2. He's like freaking drawing. Knight c2, queen e2, rook d1. f3, weakening myself. He can play bishop b5, you know. That's okay. Jorshan, quickly. The knight f5 is a thing. Thing. That is a positional piece sacrifice. Deemed interesting, but certainly not forced. You're gonna double on the h5. So what about h5? h5 takes, rook takes, queen takes, queen 8, queen, rook h8, sorry, queen f3. He loses the f5 square. I'm being impatient if I do that. Check. Check, knight d3. The triple attack. Rook c4. And then I have no square. That's unbelievably stupid. Oh man, this guy is playing like insanely well and fast. Masturbate. Kept your place in the Simul. Missed you today. Yeah, knight d3 loses a frickin' piece because of rook c4 check. It doesn't lose a piece, but it's ugly. There'll be like knight d5 check later. Just problems. g5 is possible, but weakens my f6 pawn. Doesn't seem good. I think I need to bring my knight back. This is sort of lame, though. Sort of lame is an understatement. Endgame village. Steppenwolf. 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 Step on my wolf. Don't step on my roof. Wolf. Woof woof. What do I do? It's good, but not winning, you know. It's a nice queen he's got on e4. It's too strong. Ridiculously strong. Oh my gosh. And another blunder, wow. King e1, bishop a6, and black is better? Oh my god. That would be like devastating. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. I could play king g1, oddly enough. And then like frozen. There's no reason to play king g1, right? And I can go here. Next trick. See, he's ever moved like instantaneously. Now I could play knight f5 check now. Of course. That's a nice compromise. Now is better than later. Tempting to play like whatever. It's the French. Oh my god. Nefedov played c5. Can you do that to me? It's like he's hanging on. Damn, rook f6. Another good move. Okay, rook c1, check. King f2, check king g1 if I have to. I'll do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm winning? Winning something? No. I was thinking h4. He's gonna reroute his knight through c5. Don't like my rook in a way. How about rook h4? h5, g4. I feel like my rook's gonna get trapped. I'd rather not. Let's not and say we did. Holy mother of mother. Mother of mother. That's a surprising move, huh? I love how he used his time down to 1 minute. Thinking it through. 95 just kills black. Because I couldn't just play rook g8 or anything. I would probably could have done it. He would have played g3. I didn't think that white had any tricks here, but he did. Anyway, I was like lost on move 3. So he wins again. He's won a lot of games against me lately. That's 5 out of the last 8. He's challenging Mr. Slow's like score against me. He's now up to 82.5, 81.5 plus score. The mysterious Naj Papa. I'm not sure he's really Hungarian. Possible. But I'm skeptical. Seems like one of the cult members to me. I guess King G7. It looks good. Not. No, you know, it's a little bit... Rook F1, you're going to attack me on the king side. Alright. That's a nice queen you got there. I have to admit. What if I get the c3 square under control? Take. Really, we're gonna have Capablanca ending. Pairs. Birsch Alma. Knight takes b6, sacrifice. And then take with the rook. Play the knight ending. b4. Dude, what's up with that d5 pawn? You're paralyzed but not lost. I could centralize my king here. Would be nice. Just not enough. My broken structure at the end will make it a draw. Better but not enough. Ultimately. That's what we're seeing here. Take. Rook d2. I mean, I could improve my king, maybe. What would Karpov do? He's going to play c4. I don't know. Maybe he can play c4. If he plays c4, things would get really crazy. It would certainly be an interesting ending. I love this. Geometric. Fork. Someone say fork? You had that move. You played a3. I expected b3. You didn't want to weaken the c3 square. I'm not sure. I bet I could lose this position if I really try hard enough. I'm known as a try-hard. I thought I was copying me. Yeah. Now what? Wow. Cheers. Anonymous player resigned. You got yourself in a deep hole in the opening in that awkward check Benoni. Risky opening. Oh no. Did Nefedov err? What did Shakespeare say? To err is human? Yeah. The air up there. 2 pawns up. I am not going to lose with white, alright? No. You're not going to swindle me. Bishop c2. Subtle. Now my g2 pawn is hanging. That's great. Great. I have knight to g5. He's trapping my guy. 2 pawns up. 2 pawns up is better than 1 pawns up. 1 pawns up is better than no pawns up. Put your pawns up in the air. Yeah. There. Check. Checky poo. Billy poo. Wow. Impressive game from Negative Infinity. I already lost against him once. Oh, that doesn't look good. Wow. Boom. Boom. There's got to be a way to do this. Okay, I'm going back to G1. Now knight D7. Who expected that? Knight D7. As if it matters, you know. You're expecting H4 or something. No, neighbors. I hear you up there. Yeah, this is sick. I mean, it's really enough. And I like how he pretends to be in time pressure to make it more interesting. Wow. So I really don't have a way to win this. Even with his king exposed on e6, still nothing I can do. Even with knight b5. There's got to be a way to try to make progress. My favorite is that Notch Papa letting his clock go down to 53 seconds. Mr. Slow's a pro at this too. But Mr. Slow like kind of does it naturally. Usually Notch Papa will just like use all of his time in the first 3 minutes and then play the whole game. Someone else did that against me last week. Played the whole game. I want to say like Ruslan Bear today is like different than usual. Really seems like monstrously solid and fast. There theoretically could be ways to make progress here. It's a complex ending. There goes my pawn again, Brittany. I'm sure Shaki can beat me. So we're really literally going to get to a kind of Capablanca floor endgame. Just like rapid fire moves. How's my king? Better than your king? Do I want a rook ending? I mean, at this point, he's got a check, another check. My king's like one step closer to the center. Knight c5. There goes the H pawn. Nice knowing you. Huh. Unbelievable. It's nice knowing my H pawn. So he won one pawn back, now he's gonna like win another pawn back. Damn, dude. Or I can try this. Rook d5, take. And then like e4. What kind of bad bishop? I don't like rook d5. I don't really like it. I see a better version though. Let's see, b4. It's a nice f5 square you've got there. Well, whatever. We'll try something. No. Huh. Another draw? Like the draw king. This is gonna be a draw. Draw Vargan. Better, but I can't win. It's great. I just like trading pieces, I guess. Rook d5. Oh, there's also bishop a4 check. Look out. Bishop a4 check. Now with more flavor. And then rook on the 7th. But I mean, even rook d5 looks pretty good. Take, knight g5. Take. Ooh, I had a terrible headache. What was that? Whoa. Not good. That is not good. I want to keep the rook. Ooh, I'm getting a weird headache. Alright, need to take an aspirin. Hungry too. Hungry hippo. Why am I helping his king like improve its life? Rook on the 7th though. I mean, isn't rook on the 7th good? $7-11, whatever. Ah. Okay. Why not like king d3? Holy shit, dude. He played rook c2. Dude, that's nuts. Are you seriously not cheating or something? Damn. He must just be getting better. This is pretty crazy. He doesn't trade into the ending. Oh my god. F4. How's my bishop doing? I bet I could lose this position if I tried hard enough. Wow, Shaki played rook g5. That's kind of a weird continuation. He didn't want to fix my pawns. Fix them, I mean, I don't know. Weird to say fix them, but okay. We only have 5 more games, 6. Now with new king. G3 is kind of an odd move. I would say slightly odd. Keep it smooth, baby. Oh. Mr. Slow with pawns on the late squares. Stopping f5. Maybe this is the best position I ever got against Mr. Slow. I've ever gotten. Really should enunciate better. F6. F6 is popular. Give him the master suite. It's his house, man.
Tell him you want to be exiled to Belarus. And you'll settle for that and nothing else. Take the deal. I think you should take the deal. But I don't like it, but I don't know if you have a choice. You put yourself in this situation. What did I say earlier? You make your bed and you lie in it? Gotta take responsibility for our actions. Can't always blame other people. I'm doubling my pawn. Deviled pawns. I want me some deviled eggs. You guys like deviled eggs? The devil made me do it. Devil dogs. Has to be, I'm sure it's more complicated than that, man. Whatever. I'm not gonna tell you how to live your life. It's all you, bro. I'm just trying to preach some words of wisdom here. Regardless of how bad the other guy seems, you do have to remember that you're not perfect either, just being devil's advocate. Oh man, Nefedov just lost. Wow. Just straight up lost. A little pressure is all it takes. Oh man, look at that. What's that do? King F6. Hey, so you don't have to take what I say seriously. And we'll move into the shed. I thought you were already living in the shed, man. You said you were living in the shed for 30 days. You gonna relive in the shed? Alright. I'm gonna reposition. Reposition the shed. Better than living under a bridge, though. Yeah. It's like a tiny house. Bigger than your average Japanese apartment. Yeah, move to Budapest, man. I'm not sure if Asabi has a passport. That might be a problem.
At least if you lived in Hungary, you wouldn't have the sheriff coming to get you all the time. But I still think Belarusia might be a good option. Bielorburg. Desert habitation. So I want a pawn, and it looks good. But then what? After all, I have f4. Okay. He's luring me in now. Promises of delicious pawns. The rock. Paper, rock, or scissors. Paper, rock, scissors. Paper. Rock, paper, scissors. We're entering the endgame stage of the Simul. Check. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes. Shaki got bored. Reboard. Nimri boardy. Oof, I have an idea. Oh no, it's a fork. Wow. If knight f5 takes, I wonder if I'm even winning there. Could be tricky. I'm probably winning. Sweltering. Dude, Texas. I hope cooking rooks is okay. I'm making huge progress here. Yeah, don't move to Texas, Acerbate. You should move to San Francisco or something. Can't you move to California? You can defecate on the street. To the joy of Ron DeSantis. I want freedom to defecate. Just a little reference to Ron DeSantis. He's a great guy. Check. I'm not making progress yet. King G7. Okay. Yes, sir. Sack the exchange. Not enough, baby. Alright, we're gonna have to think this through a little bit. When did I put my knight on c3? I just played that. Oh crap. So I'm not making progress with that idea. Knight f5 check. Rip h pawn. Speaking of h pawns, a little Karpovian technique can go a long way. MC Coffee. That knight is not a happy camper. Reblockade. No, I don't really want to trade rooks, to be honest. You know that? Let's not and say I did. I'm getting close to something. Maybe I don't know what it is, though. He really is defending like a genius in this game. Driving me crazy, bro. Almost winning, but not quite. Every variation. Knight d3, rook d2, rook takes, and then check, and I'm lost. This is weird, man. This whole game has been weird. I can't make progress. Speed is unbelievable. Jeez. What am I gonna do? King e5? It's gotta be a blunder. Specializing in blunders. How about a little minority action here? Risky. You know, objectively, he's just drawing, man. Really nothing I can do. Do I have 93 now? But he avoided the worst of it. This is crazy. He's a genius. This is an amazing defense by White, honestly. This whole game, I mean, he's played in a remarkably strong and solid style, seeing all kinds of tactics. Man, I don't know, it's hard to believe he's 1833. Urban Camper. Urban Cowboy. Urbane. Gonna run out of time soon. Now I'm definitely winning. Knight d6, pawn takes pawn. This is not easy. Okay, why is my rook on h1 then? Oh, how am I gonna make progress here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna have to push these pawns somehow. I have to like push f4 maybe. This is a great position for White, but I need time and I don't have much. Unfortunately. It's really an issue. Knight, oh my god. Knight a8. Triple exclam. Emery Tate. That's some insane shit right there. For a draw. I thought I was a little better, but objectively it's not enough. And now b6, instantly played. Instantly. This is unbelievable. How well this guy has defended using no time. Knight a8, come on. b6 and knight a8 and b6. I gotta look at this game. Who plays knight a8? Seriously. That's not a normal move. Rook b4. It's got to be a draw. There's a check as well. Rook b4, knight c7. And then I'm lost. I'm lost after rook b4, knight c7, check, king e5, rook e2. Maybe I'm not lost? Yeah, I'm lost. I'm like lost. That's crazy. That's totally abnormal. Damn. Plays that well. Look at all those pawns, and I can't do anything. G4, G5? First I should play this. Re-centralize. If Davidov can draw the setting, he's like Houdini, man. You need to be Houdini to hold this. Oh yeah. Well, at least you die of, if you die of heat exhaustion, you can sue him. Again, you're gonna need a lawyer. Have you talked to a lawyer, Acerbate? Seriously. Like, maybe you could find just nothing in particular, just to find someone to consult with. Maybe some kind of people who do pro bono legal advice for people with disabilities or something. There are protections in place for people who have disabilities. I mean, just to get somebody, you know. Seriously, just to see what they might say. I mean, the legally insane. Yeah, well, legally insane people have rights, dude. Believe it or not. This is like a perfect game by White. He handicapped himself down upon the opening, and he played like God after that, and draws easily against an IM. That's so weird. I feel like driving me nuts. I'm surprised he's not offering a second draw or something. Okay. There's gotta be a way to try to make progress here. I was gonna play King G3, but that sucks. So, I never have a tactic either with a knight check or any kind of fork. Masturbates in Nevada. I think they have laws there. Shockingly, it turns out, I used to think the Fajarowitz was like unplayable. I don't know, but someone on sound convinced me otherwise. It's not that bad. It's not that good. It wouldn't be, yeah. It wouldn't be my first choice. You know, it's obviously like good as a, it's good as a rapid sort of blitz opening, but I wouldn't play it if it's predictable. You've played it against me. I mean, you know what you're gonna get. I've had a lot of practice against it by now. So, that's that. Wow, surprisingly, Ruslan Bear couldn't lose. Playing like a GM in the ending. He's gotten incredibly strong. How are we down to 2 games, guys? Mr. Slow resigned, by the way. Very rare win against Mr. Slow. He's very tough. I got an edge. Nefedov drew. Thanks for the draw. What? What? I repeated moves. You're so lucky. Oh my god. Wow. Nefedov got a 3-fold repetition. Damn, that sucks. I wanted to play for a win. I mean, I really didn't think it was a 3-fold repetition. Wow. Darn it. You played well, Nefedov, what can I say, but I should be winning there. It just takes, you know, it's tricky, and I'm gonna need good technique, but I believe that I'm winning. A strong grandmaster with enough time should beat you in that ending. I could be wrong. I mean, I've been wrong a lot, but feels like my kingside pawns are too strong. There should be a way for me to eventually push like f4 and create something, or e4. I have to have a pawn push at some point where I can make my extra pawn. Talk to your psychologist and get a free legal consult. Unfortunately, like, I'm sure that mentally handicapped people aren't that well represented legally. I'm sure that it's not a... I was surprised you said you don't want to repeat the moves you allowed for it. Well, I didn't see a 3-fold rep. I mean, I thought I moved my rook around and stuff. I didn't think it was possible we could have repeated already. Now maybe I put my king on f5. No, then it gets checked. So I have to go to g5. g5 then f5? Yeah. g5 then f5. This is an exciting game now. Ruslan's probably playing for the win. I lost to Notch Papa, which ruins the theoretical chance of an undefeated Simul. Didn't I lose a second game? I lost to Notch Papa and check in, go to d4. Simul, where's my Simul score? 8 wins, 7 draws, 1 loss. Okay, just the 1 loss. That was terrible. I played the Slav. Really? That was the most unusual 3-move repetition? I mean, it was surprising. I mean, your chess, well, you've had extensive chess practice, Nefedov. Me too. It happens to me, like, when I play online chess sometimes, though. I do run into these games where, especially in Blitz. Ooh, we got the initiative now. Give me that. 2 pawns up. Negative Infinity played too quickly. Had a good game. He was fine. I mean, I think, like, in your game, Negative Infinity, You made some quick decisions when you shouldn't have. Speaking of quick decisions, no, right, exactly. You wouldn't have noticed it over the board. You wouldn't have claimed it over the board. I didn't see. I don't think it was even close. But I'm not counting carefully. Unfortunately, we only had 17 games today. It's my smallest Simul of all time. Sadly. Everyone's playing 5-minute Simuls. Chess is degenerating. Chess culture. Chess culture is degenerating. Feels bad. I don't know, man. Astrobate, just talk to a free legal consult. They have lawyers. See if you have any options, you know. Or even, you know, if you have to pay for a consultation. Maybe you have to pay $100 or something, but see if there's anything you could legal advocate, probably a free consultation as possible. They'll all go away. You know how else it would go away, Astrobate? If your landlord dug a hole in the backyard and buried you in it. Then you could collect your disability. As well. I'm surprised Ruslan gave up the pawn there, but he was starting with mate, obviously. The problem with things where it's like, yeah, make it go away, is like the situation in Russia with Prigozhin or whatever. It goes away until it comes back again. You know? The threat is always, do he know the Philidor? Oh, I don't know, man, but he played great the whole game. Besides this crazy opening, which I blundered myself in at least one game on lichess. This is like the second time I've had it. In an offhand game, I had one. I think he must know it. I mean, he should know it. It would surprise me if he doesn't know how to draw this. It would be very illogical. I mean, for a player who plays as good as well as Ruslan, overall, it would be surprising. I also like assume Ruslan is an older player. You know, the Ruslan Bear 7-4. So usually people put their birth year. My assumption would be he would be 48. Not necessarily, but I had the idea that Ruslan all along is a middle-aged player who probably doesn't speak English. Because he never talks in the chat. If it was like a kid, you know, a little kid or something, I could see them not knowing this endgame. I remember I had this with a knight pawn once. The OMG has been called. With the knight pawn, it's not good, right? You don't want to get this with a knight pawn. OMG. 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 Da-da-da. Knight pawns. Knight pawns are the worst. Well, rook pawns are the worst, but knight pawns are almost as bad. The closer you get to the center, the better. That's like the Keith Arkell approach to endgames, right? Where he values different pawns.
Well, just chess in general. Like Keith always talks about the value of the pawns. So Ruslan didn't. He lost it. That's insane. It's insane. But you should see the game Mr. Coffee lost, or drew. Mr. Slow. Alright. I'll take it. 10 wins, 7 draws, 1 loss. Not bad. But it was easier. I mean, with 17 games instead of 25, notice that my queen, my queen sacrifice, my time pressure wasn't quite as bad as usual. There were a bunch of boring games today. And the cult was like, the cartel was worse than ever. Ibrahim just left the game. That's bad. We had several people just leave. Quick draws with the cartel. Interesting games with Stat Bargain, Mr. Slow, Nafidov, Negative Infinity. Obviously, Ruslan. Gino Gamer just left after King F7, Bishop E3. What happened there? He left early. Knowledge Papa crushed me. What did I do wrong, man? This is the game I lost. Basically a perfect game except for one mistake in the end when you played G takes F and Rook E3 question mark. Shit. So I had a chance to save the game with Queen H5 apparently. No. Rook G8? No, it's not enough. Yeah, I could have played Queen H5 or Rook G8. I'm lost anyway. You know, that's what I figured. I'm lost anyway here. But I could have put up resistance, basically. We could have put up some resistance, but what happened in the opening? Wow, Knight F6 dubious. So I just can't just give him the pawn. I don't know the line. And it looks like 20 other players who don't know this line also played Knight F6. Felgeir, Sandipan, Sakayev, John Shaw, Renier Gonzalez. My God. Renier Gonzalez played it against Kaidanov. Good luck with that. Hainao Zoli twice. Wow, so a whole bunch of people have played this trashy move. Man. Knight D7 first instead of F5. F5's been played twice by Hainao Zoli. Hainao Zoli managed to draw against Halkias with black. Jeez. This is a bad position for black, but it's not lost. And Zoli played G6. He's a good player, solid, good attacker. He actually held this against the GM. That's pretty impressive. But it's not a good position for black. Wow, Knight D7 is actually the best move. Oh my God. That's crazy. I wasn't even sure about the pawn sack. And literally, Naj Papa plays perfectly. Wow, and even C5 is the best move. Holy shit. That's crazy, bro. So I actually improved on Hainao Zoli. I literally improved on the only game where this was ever played. With Knight D7. He plays the perfect move. Double attacking my pawns. C5 is best. Bishop takes F5 is best. And now G6, and I have some compensation. According to the computer, anyway. That was my original intention, and then I changed my mind. But honestly, I don't have that much faith in black's position here. I'm not accepting games now. Interesting. Interesting. I went
crazy and like sacked another pawn, and I'm just toast. White played a perfect game, except for a weird late blunder. Yeah, the game against Ruslan, another interesting one. Not, yeah, this opening. This is a real thing? Holy shit. Yeah, I looked at this once. This is really weird. This is an actual variation that people play. Petrosian, the cheater, played it with white. Okhotnik played it in 88 and drew Anand. Wow. Eugenio Torre, 2015. Hergot beat Gildardo with it? Oh my god. This is an actual variation. It's unbelievable. And now, bishop takes d5. Check out lichess. 680 games from this position. Over the board, 0. No, they're over the board games. Bishop takes d5, 0 games. You have to take. I take on c4, and then queen e2. And I said I could play f5 if I have to, right? But that's not as good. This is good to know, though. Yeah, most people go queen d3. I did look at this once. I did look at this Petrosian, the cheater, versus Grishuk, and I was surprised. It was like white played it on purpose to try to draw or something. It's really weird. That's a weird line, but bishop, I couldn't believe bishop takes d5. And then the guy plays the rest of the game like a perfect game. And then he loses a drawing position. This is crazy. Perfect move. Perfect move. Perfect move. Engine. Knight takes g5, bishop takes g5, bishop here. Bishop f4. I don't think that's dubious. Castles. And then another perfect move. And then another perfect move. And then another perfect move. The move I want to look at is like knight 8. The whole thing with knight a8 at the end. That's crazy, bro. He found knight a8. I mean, I guess truthfully the knight doesn't have a lot of squares, so... but it's also not threatened. Knight a8, Emre Tate's favorite move. Black is so close to winning here. And knight a8 is the engine move. And then it changes its mind. Let's go. Depth. Depth 23. It just doesn't seem like white needs to move the knight yet. You know, why put the knight on a8? But he wanted to get out of the way of the b pawn. There's nothing I can do. Knight g6 and what? Knight g6, king f2, rook d3. Allowing a check. White has to play perfectly to hold. Wow. Yeah, it's unbelievable. He lost this ending, Mr. Slow. Unbelievable. Rook b4, game over. This is the most classic position in rook end games. You hold the line. You wait until I push my pawn, and then you go down to the back rank, you know. So any waiting move here. And the minute I play f3, then you go down to the back rank, and I can't win. It's a very, very important position. But he plays, it's unbelievable. After rook b4, he's just lost. He's just lost. One careless move and he's just lost. Just goes to show you the chess isn't easy. If it was a knight pawn, like even that wouldn't work. I wouldn't be able to win. Man, look at my accuracy for this game. It's unbelievable. 9 CPL, but it's a long game. That's why it's so low. Really long ending. Nefedov draw. I don't know what's up with the weird knight on BD7, man. Nefedov he's like obsessed with knight on BD7. His knight BD7 obsession. Okay, so this is a good game. Black offers a draw. I knew he was in trouble when he offered a draw. That's a bad sign for Nefedov. He only offers draws when he's worse. This is an interesting ending, though. I guess King E7 how it holds. So we got to this position where I'm winning. He drops a pawn, and I can't make progress. I should have played Rook G6, winning the G pawn. Man, I didn't want to give him like counterplay with Rook H8, but it's nothing. I have this like massive armada. It's totally winning. Yeah, so Nefedov managed to hang on. And then, you know, the final position, I mean, I'm clearly better. Like at some point I had played Rook H3 and moved my king around. I didn't think it was a threefold rep. King E2 double, King E2 question mark, allowing a draw by repetition. Other than that, it's fine. You know? King E1 was best. I love this. King E1 was best. Avoiding threefold repetition. I can always play Rook H3. This should be a winning position for me. Nefedov escaped. Mr. Slow, what happened? You shouldn't lose this. Mr. Slow was holding until move 32. Although I didn't like having to play G6. How did you end up in that situation? What if you go into the minor piece ending, man? Mr. Slow, if you're still here. I mean, that's the classic Capablanca floor ending. Okay, queen trade is another thing. Theoretically, you're right. Like, you should probably keep the rook on, but if what happened in the game happens, you missed the Simul. Mr. Sloan, you know, I think this is a draw, right? But it doesn't mean it's easy to play. Yeah, but you shouldn't trade queens. Yeah, it's a big mistake. I mean, I'm safe now. I have no losing chances and chances to play for a win. But I'm just saying, like, a lot of people just assume, like, this kind of endgame is, like, horrible for black. Yeah, like, the computer doesn't even want me to trade rooks. Just go here. But I can't win with the e-file. See, this is the thing, though. This endgame, man. I can try until the cows come home. Unless your pawns are, like, fixed on the... I think unless your pawns are, like, fixed on the white squares, it's a draw. Floor Capablanca. And even this is okay, though. I'm surprised. Like, G6 looks like... It looks like I thought I was seriously better here. But the computer still thinks it's a draw. Yeah, you didn't need to play H5. So King D6, okay. You know, say I just hang out. Then what does it do? Oh, then Rook E8, F5. Rook E8, F5. Bishop D7. For example. Yeah, so H5 was a mistake. Well, I'm kind of interested in that endgame. This is a blunder. So you're still holding with Bishop D7. Damn. Rook E7, King E7. King H4. King F6. And G4. Pawn takes pawn. Pawn takes pawn. Bishop A4. You know, it's interesting. Even with your pawns like fixed on the white squares and a bad bishop, you're still not lost here. Bishops are good defenders. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to play. It's hard to play. I know it's hard to play, but you're pretty strong. I mean, I'm good in increment. What the hell, man? Where's my Simul? So, guys, I gotta go. It was fun. Astrobate, good luck, but don't get a heat stroke. Any other interesting games? Shaki, yeah. We got Imre, Corporate, Mr. Slow, Stapvargan, final position. F4 question mark. What's the best move for black? D5, classical. Yeah, B6 gets a dubious from the engine. I saw this the other day. That's weird. B6 gets a dubious. Interesting. Rook C8. I thought Rook C8 was the engine move. Maybe it was a different position. Maybe my opponent played like Bishop D2 instead of Knight D2. Stapvargan always plays with Knight D2. Yeah, that's funny. I'm taking his bad bishop. But I mean, I see it coming out here and being decent. I had E5. On a good day, I would have played it. The problem is this. Judging this kind of thing and seeing that I got the tactic. Knight D2, Rook F D1. Bishop takes E5. F takes E5. Unbelievable. Alright, anyway, Stonewall Jackson. He held that. Nefedov, we saw. Ruslan, Naj Papa was a nightmare. Anonymous player, got a passive. Check Benoni. Alright, guys, that's it. We'll see you later. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks, Mr. Slow, for your support. Astrobate. Dude, resolve your stuff. And we want you back here on the stream. Take care of your stuff, man. Real life. Thanks, everybody, for watching. And I will see you Monday morning if I'm still alive, hopefully. Take it day by day. Thanks, everybody. Bye.